Just over a year ago, I had a decision to make. Do I A, get on my return flight home to England, go back to a 9-to-5 job, save up for a mortgage, and live the rest of my life in England in a comfortable life? Or do I B, cancel my flight home, move to Thailand alone with no backup plan, and go on the adventure of a lifetime? As you can see, I chose the second option. And looking back, it was probably one of the best decisions that I've ever made. In this video, I'm just going to talk about the 5 biggest lessons that moving away from my hometown and moving to Thailand, instead of buying a mortgage and a house in England, which is the common path, I want to explain the 5 biggest lessons that I have learned since going traveling and moving my life to Thailand. I feel like I have a duty to actually do this video. Right now, there'll be a lot of guys lost in the UK, not thinking that this life is possible. And I just want to document and share my real thoughts, my lessons that I've learned since making that decision to cancel my flight home and move to Thailand. One of the best things that moving to Thailand has given me is giving me the ability to just reinvent myself. But when you move into a new country and you look around and no one knows who you are, you realize you can just be the version of you that you've always wanted to be. Like now, I'm a fitness coach who fights. I create content, I create YouTube videos like this, and I actually help people. That is who I am now. And if I went back home tomorrow, or if I went on that flight home to England, I would never have been able to do the things that I've achieved since moving to Thailand. And moving to a different country, moving away from your hometown and leaving your hometown and just going on an adventure. But I guarantee there are people watching this from home who are looking at me right now and thinking, you never used to be like this, you've changed. Bro, that is the whole point of life, bro, is to change, improve and grow. And trust me, moving to Thailand, or not even just Thailand, moving away from your hometown and living in a different country is gonna make you grow 10-fold, bro, the version of you that stays in your comfort zone and just stays in your hometown. I'm just a guy from Northern England in a small town called Leeds. And I'm here, bro, I'm in Phuket. The world is this big, bro. Your hometown is this big. The perspectives, the experience that you're gonna learn just getting a mortgage in that little small town. Why are you rushing to put all your freedom in that small little town when the world is this big? You could just prop up a tripod like I've done now. And it's just having this ability of realizing that anything is possible. That is also what it's given me. You could be whoever you want to be in this life. Stop thinking that you have to be the same version of you. The whole point of this life is to grow and improve. This is what traveling has done for me. It's improved me. The amount of experience that I've had in life now over the past 18 months since moving to Thailand is crazy, bro. The version of me just 3 months ago before moving to Phuket, I'm a different person. For me, it's like my opinions now and the things that I say are actually based on real life experience. It's actually real wisdom that I've lived. Not just things I'm just repeating off people that I've heard online say. Going away, traveling, forces you to grow. I've always enjoyed filming content. Even my holidays I used to vlog with my friends. And yeah, people in your hometown will see it and take the piss. If they're not living the life that you want, bro, why the fuck do you care? You can do whatever the fuck you want. Please believe me when I say that. If you want to move to Thailand, fight Muay Thai and become a fitness coach, what is stopping you? There is nothing stopping you from achieving whatever you want, bro. Which goes into the second lesson, GTA in real life. What I mean by this, bro, is that you realize when you go traveling, you are the main character of your own life. In the UK, majority of people aren't conscious of this. They'd rather spend the weekend watching grown men play football. I had this realization when I was traveling to Thailand, to be honest, and I was watching Liverpool play football, and I saw the midfield, and the midfield was Soberslai, Gravenberch, and Curtis Jones, and they were all younger than me. I had this realization. I was thinking, you might not know who these footballers are, but these footballers are all younger than me. And I realized, bro, I'm watching grown men play football who are earning 10 times more than what I'm earning, and I'm getting emotional, getting kind of affected by the result. Like, come on. Coming out traveling has made me realize that I am the main character of my life. I can improve in anything. I can learn Muay Thai from a complete beginner. I can be a fitness coach and teach people how to build an aesthetic physique. I can post content and share my journey and help people and inspire people to become the best version of them possible. That's what I want to do. I realize I am the main character of my life and I can learn anything. So many people in England don't have this realization. Stop watching football all the time. Stop getting emotional about the result. Stop watching reality TV shows. Stop gossiping about others. Realize that you are the main character of your life. That's what traveling and coming to this side of the world has made me realize. Stop idolizing over YouTubers. Stop idolizing over people, famous people. They are just people themselves, bro. Like, they're nothing special. They're just people who just were willing to take action and improve 1% a day. Coming out to this side of the world has made me realize, yeah, I am my own GTA character, bro, in real life. I can drive around on a motorbike. I can improve 1% a day. I can improve in anything. And understanding that life is a long game, and as long as you're consistent and you improve, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You've just got to have the belief that you can do it. And there'll be a lot of guys who are a similar age to me, or maybe in the younger 20s, which I was when I had this realization that I didn't want to live in the UK. Yeah, you're probably watching this and you're looking on the news, people getting stabbed. It's fucking horrible, bro. And it's very easy to get frustrated about the news and stuff like that. Once you realise that you're the main character, you realise that the news is just there to distract you. It's fear baiting you. It wants to take away your energy. It wants to distract you. The only thing that you can really control in this life, bro, is your own actions, your own mindset, and what you actually do. Your actions, your behaviours, and the way that you think are the things that you can control. I used to be a guy who used to always watch the news. I used to think that I was up to date, seeing what's going on in the news, what's happening in the political world of the UK. I used to think I was like woke to actually be educated on it, not realising that I was just wasting my time. There are things in this world that you cannot control. Watching the news is one of them. Watching the football is also another one. Watching anything that isn't in your control and getting emotional about it, there is no point. The only thing that you can control is your mindset, your actions, and your behaviour. I know I'm going a bit deep here, but I think it's real life wisdom that I've lived, bro. I used to be someone who used to always get affected by the news and get frustrated, and I used to get annoyed when people were up to date with it, and I'd be like, you don't understand what's going on in the world. The only thing you can control is what you think, what you say, and what you do. Number 3 is realising that your environment really does shape your beliefs and your reality. For me, obviously, I grew up in a town called Lee. There's not many very successful entrepreneurs. There's not many people who are striving for greatness or whatever, and that's fine. Not everyone wants to do that. Since coming to Thailand, I've surrounded myself with fighters, entrepreneurs, people who are actually doing really well and making a lot of money, etc. It made me realise that, bro, anything is actually possible. Your environment and the people that you surround yourself with is so important, bro. If your life is surrounded with negative people who gossip, people who take the piss out of people who are just trying to improve their life, you're going to become a product of that, and you're going to become the person who does the exact same. And what I found is that those people who judge, if you're in that environment, they're usually the most insecure people, because they believe that everybody else has this mindset of being judgmental. For me, I live in a delusional reality and the belief that everybody has my best interest at heart, because I have the best interest at heart for everybody else. And I'd rather walk around delusional thinking that everybody has my best interest at heart. That's going to make my reality a much pleasant place. But it's not even just that. Your environment is everything. If you're with people who don't believe that you can make money online, or they don't believe that anything's possible, they don't believe that you can just learn Muay Thai and have a fight, if you surround yourself with them limiting beliefs, it's going to bleed into you. Changing your environment and surround yourself with winners, people who are on the same path and wanting to improve, you'll become a product of that as well. If your friendship group, all you do is just go out drinking and to socialise, you don't actually go to the gym together, you don't improve, you're just going to become a bum, bro. Just drinking every weekend, not improving yourself. You've got to change your environment, and this doesn't even mean just changing countries, etc. You could just join a Muay Thai gym in your hometown. You can go to a run club. You surround yourself with an environment that's actually going to improve you, bro. It's going to give you tenfolds, because you just adopt the same behaviours and habits as these guys and adopt the same mindset. You'll become such a better version of yourself changing your environment. The only reason I was able to step into a Muay Thai ring and fight with just 3 to 4 months experience is because I was surrounding myself with people who were doing it as well. In Thailand, people will look at what I did and have a fight in 3 months and they don't think it's impressive. People from back home are like, that's crazy, what the fuck, what made you do that? It's just changing your environment and surrounding yourself with people who don't have limiting beliefs will have such a 10x increase on your development compared to the version of you who stays in your comfort zone and just buys a mortgage, in my opinion. Again, this is my opinion coming from my experience, by the way. You could have bought a mortgage and you're completely happy with that. That is perfect, bro. That is amazing. This isn't directed. This isn't really a dig at anyone who's having mortgages either. This is just my lessons and that I've learned, my experience. To be honest, check the description. I actually made a course on how to move to Thailand, which talks you through the visa situation, how to actually move it. It's never been easier. The destination Thailand visa makes it so easy now to move to Thailand. And number 5, the biggest lesson of them all is understanding that there is no risk. The biggest risk, in my opinion, is taking zero risk. Cancelling that flight home for me was a massive risk in the moment. In the moment, it was a massive risk. I was like, oh my God. But now I've lived it, now I've done it, I've realised there is no risk. The biggest risk is doing nothing and just staying stagnant and not taking action and just letting life pass by whilst you do nothing, because you'll never improve. You've got to take action when you're scared. I was not ready to step into that ring and fight, bro. You probably see by the footage, bro, I was not ready. I was not the most technically gifted. I was just jumped in because I was like, you know what, I just wanted to test myself. I did 5 rounds with a guy and a Viking who was bigger than me and more experienced than me. Although that was a risk, doing that made me grow 10 times, even though I was the most scared that I've ever been. It's the scariest thing someone can do is to step into a ring and fight. I've become a version of me that was so proud of what I did because I was so scared and petrified in that moment. I don't know if I can take a punch. I didn't know if I could give one. I didn't know that I would actually rise to the occasion. Biggest risk that you can take is just not doing anything, bro. Staying where you are and being scared of the fear of judgment, being scared of what others might think, being scared of taking a risk, being scared of failing. That is the biggest risk, is being scared of these things. What you're so afraid of losing when nothing in this world belongs to you anywhere. Experience and living and growing is the whole point of life, in my opinion. It's because I've lived it. It's not because I'm just saying some like hippy dippy shit. It's because I've lived it. The version of me who would have got on that plane, on that flight home, and not done what I've done, bro. The version of me, bro, that version of me when I cancelled the flight versus now, you can see it on my Instagram. Just scroll down to like April time last year. You'll see like how unconfident I was and how much I've actually grown since then. You've seen the journey. And for me, the biggest takeaway for me, from you to you, is that if you have these feelings in your stomach that the life in England and having a mortgage, it doesn't really appeal to you, I would really ask that question to you. Will paying for a mortgage and staying in that hometown and putting yourself in a 30-year debt, is that really going to give you happiness? Is that really going to give you happiness? And I say this and I ask this from a place of love. If it does, that's perfect, bro, do it. But if you're having second thoughts, oh, I'm not sure, be careful, bro. I nearly fell into the trap of paying for a mortgage and tying my life down to my hometown because I thought that was the best thing to do. I thought that was the most comfortable, the most stable thing to do. I didn't plan on actually moving to Thailand. It was only because after 7 months of traveling, I went through a breakup and I had a decision to make. Do I just go back home, go back to a 9-to-5 post breakup, or do I just cancel the flight home and just move to Thailand? And I just chose the second option because I had this gut feeling from God that this was the right decision. But I was scared to make that decision. I was petrified. But for me, the experience, you know, in 6 months' time, I might go back home to England and live there and move into and go back to a 9-to-5. And that's something that I'm not really neglecting or disregarding, because that could happen. I could get bored. I might not enjoy it. I might not enjoy living out here anymore. But the version of me who does that, bro, the amount of lessons I've learned, the man that I have actually become on this adventure was 10 times worth it, bro. Experience, developing your skills and developing yourself as a man is well worth just moving away from your hometown. Before you even pay for a mortgage, at least go on an adventure and at least try it out. You might try it out and it might not be for you, but at least you can live a life knowing that you tried. You'd much rather live a life where you actually experienced it instead of then thinking years to come and looking back and being, oh, what if I did that? In essence, to summarize, for me, obviously this is going to be from my experience, but I believe before actually just sacrificing and putting your life and your time and your freedom into a mortgage, I believe you should definitely experience this side of the world, Southeast Asia, at least once. Develop your skill set as a man. Become the best version of you possible. And for me, traveling, leaving my hometown, made me grow 10 times as a man than I would have if I would have just went on that flight home. So yeah, this just comes from my experience and me living it, I guess. I wanted to do this video because, I'll be honest, I'm moving away from Phuket tomorrow, and I thought this is quite a reflective time for me, and I wanted to do this video because, you know, in the last few months since moving to Phuket spontaneously, I've realised how much I've grown, and I've realised, wow, I've kind of moved my life to Phuket on my own. This is something that the old version of me would not think would be possible that I could do. It might not seem that impressive. The old version of me would never have thought that I would be comfortable to move away and do things like this. And it's just because each day I've improved 1% at a time. And it wouldn't have been possible if I hadn't moved from my hometown. So yeah,